I want to describe a very specific experience that I think many of you will recognize. You're trying to remember a word, you know it, it's right there, it's on the tip of your tongue, and then nothing. Just a kind of soft gray static where the word should be. And you sit there wondering if this is just tiredness, or medication, or the disease, or if you simply have been awake for too long and your brain is filled with the word under not today. I'm Kevin, and this is Battle Within Autoimmune Life. What I'm describing is brain fog. And if you have a chronic immune condition, there is a biological reason it's happening. And there is a biological reason that walking helps. Let me introduce you to BDNF, Brain-Derived Neurotrophic Factor. If you're not familiar with it, BDNF is essentially fertilizer for your neurons. It supports the growth, survival, and maintenance of your nerve cells. It's critical for synaptic plasticity, which is your brain's ability to form and strengthen new connections. Learning, memory, cognitive clarity, BDNF is deeply involved in all of it. Here's where this gets personal. Chronic inflammation, the kind that defines autoimmune disease, is associated with reduced BDNF levels. The inflammatory environment actively impairs the synthesis and releases of BDNF. So the brain fog we experience isn't imaginary or just tired. It has a molecular substrate, and exercise is one of the most reliable non-pharmaceutical ways to increase BDNF. A meta-analysis of 29 studies involving over 1,100 participants found a moderate but significant effect size for increases in BDNF following even a single session of exercise. One walk. You can change your brain chemistry with one walk, and with consistent walking over the weeks, research shows you can actually increase hippocampal volume, the part of your brain responsible for memory, by around 2%. That's structural brain change from a walking routine. Now here's something interesting specific to walking versus other forms of exercise. A meta-analysis published in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience found that low to moderate intensity walking protocols were actually superior to other aerobic exercise modalities for increasing circulating BDNF levels in adults. Not high-intensity sprinting, walking. Specifically walking at a comfortable to moderate pace. For those of us managing fatigue alongside cognitive symptoms, which is most of us with autoimmune disease, this is actually great news because the prescription is not punishing, it's walking, it's your pace, it's achievable. I have to address the paradox here because I've lived it. The thought is I'm exhausted. The last thing I want to do is walk. Why would movement help when I barely have the energy to function? And I get it. I genuinely get it. But here's what the NIH found in a study of lupus patients who did 30 minutes of treadmill walking 3 times a week for 12 weeks. By the end, they reported significantly less fatigue in everyday life. And here's the key part. The researchers also measured anaerobic threshold objectively. The participants could physically do more before feeling worn out. The body had built capacity. They were not just reporting feeling better, they were physiologically better. Their bodies had adapted. That fatigue feeds the sedentary behavior, and the sedentary behavior deepens the fatigue. Walking is how you interrupt that loop. Not dramatically, gently, consistently. The Buddha taught about beginner's mind. approaching each moment with openness, as if for the first time. I try to bring that to every walk, because some days my walk is a mile and I feel great about it. Other days I plan for 2 miles and manage a half mile. Beginner's mind says, this half mile is not a failure. Any achievement is a practice. It is not what I didn't do, it's what I did do. Here's the practical note I'll leave you with. The research suggests that BDNF starts responding almost immediately after a single bout of exercise. Your brain responds to that walk you took today. The word you couldn't remember this morning might come to you on the walk this afternoon. That's not magic, it's neurobiology. Next episode, we're going to talk about the hardest part of this whole thing. How to actually build a walking practice when your body is unpredictable, your energy is unreliable, and the couch is extremely comfortable. The practical, real-life strategies. I'm Kevin, and I'm genuinely grateful you joined me here at Battle Within Autoimmune Life. Please hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It truly helps the channel reach more people in the community. If something in this conversation landed for you, share it with someone else who might need to hear it today. I'll see you in the next one. Rest well.